How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and today I am super excited. I have a PSA submission video. Been a while since I did one of these. I did one over the summer. I did send off a regular submission at $100 a card towards the end of December when that tier opened up, but I had to get that off super fast, so I wasn't able to record a submission video, but eventually you will see the returns from that. But I was lucky enough, PSA is now doing this kind of like lottery allocation system where if you're a Collectors Club member, you can like wait in a queue and you have a chance to get an allocation of 5 cards to submit at the economy tier, which is $50 a card. Obviously, you know, I don't like it, but you know, they still got to keep working through the backlog, and they're trying their best to reopen the cheaper submission tiers. So you know, I'll take what I can get. The limit for this tier, the declared value limit, is 1,000 or $9.99. So what I'm doing with this submission, I see a lot of people who are like waiting until value opens, but they have cards that are above 500 bucks that they want to grade. I don't really get that. I think especially with PSA, you know, really cracking down on upcharges now, they're going to be pretty strict about what tier you send your cards in at. So if, you know, I don't see the point of like waiting 6 to 8 more months for value to open, waiting to get an allocation for value, which is probably that's probably the way it's gonna be. Then waiting probably another, they say they're trying to get all orders in within 3 months. I highly doubt that's gonna maybe 6 to 8 months again for your value cards to get graded. And then you get upcharged and you pay the $50 that you could have paid right now. So I have no issue submitting these cards at the $50 tier. It's just sort of what you got to pay to get them graded now, which, you know, stinks when last year you could pay 10 bucks a card. But without any further ado, let's crack into the submission. So the first card I am sending off is this incredible Crystal Kabutops. This artwork, fantastic. It's Atsuka Nishida art there. Just truly amazing with that killer Japanese holo pattern that is just incomparable. Holo across the entire card. These crystals are amazing. This card, I'm thinking it'll get a 9. The reason is just it has this very tiny little ding in that top left corner where my finger is, if you can see that. That's really the only thing wrong with this card. Edges, corners, surface, super clean beyond that. I would not be surprised if this card came back a 10, but I would put it as a 9 if I were pre-grading it just because of that little ding. You know, I've seen worse 10s. I've seen 9s with nothing on the back, and you know, it's always the same with PSA. You've seen worse 10s and better 9s. So we'll see where this card comes. I do think 9 is the most likely grade for this card. Next card, it's another Crystal Golem, another incredible artwork. This one by Mitsuhiro Arita, just come on. This is another card from my Complete Split Earth set that I purchased last year. So these are the remaining 2 crystals that I have to send. I submitted the Ho-Oh and that graded a 10, thankfully. But yeah, this golem is incredibly clean. I really can't see anything wrong with this card at all. Really clean on the back. I'm expecting a 10 on this. It would surprise me if this card did not come back with a 10. This set was really well preserved, so I'm thinking most of the cards from it are going to come back with high grades. So really excited for this. To finally get off these remaining 2 crystals. Grading the Split Earth set is going to take a long time. Like a lot of the holos are probably under 500, so those will go in bulk. But these crystals, certainly if they get the 10 grade, are above that $500 limit. So they got to go in the economy tier. All right, next up, I have a couple of gold stars to submit. First up, Gold Star Gyarados. This is a beautiful card. I kept seeing prices climb on this card, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy one. So I did. I went ahead. I think I paid, goodness, I think less than 300 for this card. I don't know exactly, but it is in pretty good condition. There is some wear along the edges here. There's a little ding on this edge right here that's probably a little difficult to see. But yeah, there's a little ding there. Mostly pretty good, you know, just some light wear here and there. Little thing on that bottom edge there. But I'm thinking for this card, probably something like an 8 or a 9. I'm not really sure where it comes in there. I don't think it's going to get a 10. Highly doubt that with some of the wear on this card. So I'm thinking 8 to 9. Maybe 9. I've seen cards, especially Japanese cards with more wear that came back 8s. But there is that kind of ding on the back that is a little difficult to, yeah, you can kind of see it better there. It's like a little tiny kind of indentation that just kind of messes up the line of the edge of the card a little bit. So that might come back with an 8 grade based on that. But I would be very happy with that. I got no problem with that. It might not, in an 8, it might not reach above 500, but I think maybe if it gets a 9, it certainly would. So, you know, you don't want to mess around. Next up, another amazing Gold Star card, Kyogre Gold Star. Truly incredible. This card is pretty clean as well. The only thing is just a tiny bit of wear along this top edge right here. But other than that, this card is very, very good looking. Certainly hoping for a 9 on this. I think that is an accurate grade for this card. And hopefully we do achieve that. I'm collecting gold stars, the Japanese gold stars, pretty slowly. Every now and then I try to pick one up and submit it. I'm not really looking for any specific grade in these. It's just more about acquiring the cards. I think the lowest graded gold star I have is a 3, and the highest is probably a 10. So it's just not like, I don't really care what grade they are. I collect them in whatever grade I can find them in. So now the final card that I'm submitting, it is a Charizard reprint from the Japanese Stormfront set. This card is fairly expensive. I think one just sold for a little over 1,000, unlimited in a 10. So pretty nice. This card is very clean. Remove the cat hair there. But yeah, this card is super clean. I'm hoping for a 10. I think the only thing that's possibly a little bit wrong with it is the centering. It is a little off from left to right. You can see that left border is a bit bigger than the right border. But there's a reason I'm not submitting these cards to CGC. So this Charizard is just beautiful. You see the double hollow pattern there. But yeah, so hoping for a 10 on this. Again, this submission is big cards, expensive stuff over that $500 tier. So I'm really excited for this submission. I don't really know how long it's going to take. The regular subs have been pretty good from what I've heard from people, getting them back like within a couple weeks. I think people who submitted at the start are starting to get them back now. So hopefully this submission, pretty nice. This is back within, I think I would hope for like a 2-month turnaround time for this. I think that is an accurate thing to hope for, but we'll see. And eventually we will get a return video for this. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and stick around for more videos.